Hi, this is Dale O'Shields, pastor of Church of the Redeemer. Thanks for joining me for another week of devotion. So glad that you're part of this. Encourage you to stay with us this entire week. Also would encourage you to share these with other people. Maybe there's someone that will need the very thing that we're talking about today. Pass it on to them. Encourage others to subscribe as well. I want to talk to you today about the pain, the potential that is in your pain. Everybody has pain in their life. And part of what we need to recognize is that God is able to take our painful situations and bring tremendous potential out of them. There's an Old Testament story of a lady by the name of Esther and Mordecai. You can read about this in the book of Esther. And here were two Jews living in a heathen country in a time about the mid 408 BC. And it's a time when the Persian king had gotten rid of his queen and was about to choose another queen to take her place. And as you see in that story, Esther is the one who's going to ultimately be chosen, a Jewish young lady chosen to become the queen of Persia. It's an interesting, amazing story. I encourage you again to read that story. But part of what I want you to see is that when Mordecai and Esther first come on the scene, they are a minority. They're a group of people living in a foreign country that seem to have no hope for their future. In fact, some of the folks around them wanted to annihilate them. They wanted to get rid of them. And so they're dealing with a lot of negative things in their life. And they could have very easily fallen prey to the very thing that we often fall prey to. There's no hope for me. There's no hope for my future. There's no hope for me ever getting beyond the situation that I'm in. But Mordecai and Esther didn't think that way. They knew that God could rescue them out of their painful situation, and that God could take and work in their environment, a miracle in their lives in such a way that even though it seemed from a circumstantial standpoint that they had nothing to offer, God could take something, could take that and make something wonderful out of it. I want you to be reminded today, you might be in some painful things, there might be some difficult situations in your life. Don't you ever give up on the fact that God can rescue you. He can pull you up out of the most difficult situation. There's potential in your pain, potential that God can heal that for you and use it to be a blessing to other people.